Whoa. At last, I reached the top, and there it was, the sixth pillar, in all its horrific glory. Several dead corpses. It looked like some bizarre growth coming down from the roof, composed entirely of long dead corpses. I observed it in horror, my mouth agape, as a fluttering winged insect scrapped up against my ear canal. All the corpses' necks had red, ceremonial-looking marks emblazed upon them. The sixth and final pillar was the crown, and what a sight it was. Yeah, you're right, this is a fucking creepy-ass thing to see. I wasn't expecting this at all. Like, this is not what I actually expected at all, like, literally. But it took the darkest turn ever, so this is the last one. I closed my eyes and reached out to try touching the marks on one of the corpses' necks. What the hell are you doing? Stop! Don't aggregate the pillars any more than you already have! You again. Look, just stay out of my way. Stop! Where do you get the umbrella from? I'll take that. As she screamed, Mitsuto leaped in and from out of nowhere and snatched the water pillar crystal Mercy from Marguerite's chest before she had any idea what was happening. Is that you got Marguerite of the Matsuba? Mitsuto looked on in a sick pleasure, sticking his tongue out playfully as Marguerite plummeted to a certain doom. Satisfied, he then turned his attention towards the final pillar, which he had just finished unsealing. Oh. Whoa. What did I do? The light began to shine even brighter. I can only walk stunned and squinting as this new spectacle unfurled before me. What is this? There was a powerful blast of wind, and then the pillar crumbled. Did I summon a hellhound? Unbeknownst to me, the other pillars had crumbled as well. The entire school rumbled and shook beneath our feet. I knew it. I knew it. I summoned freaking Beelzebub. Oh god, I'm scared. What's happened? Somebody help me! Suddenly, the entire Nirvana was blanketed with an impenetrable darkness. It's as if the whole place vanished, only to be replaced with an empty void. What did you do? What did you do, Mitsuto? I could sense that I was crouched on the ground, clutching my forehead, and I slowly raised my line of sight up, the faintest hint of a glow catching my attention. Hey look, it's an Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights. Above me I can see the sky, though it was muted, distorted, and discolored, as if being filtered through a wrapped purple veil. It looked a bit like the Aurora Borealis. Uh-oh. A few months passed in relative science, only for the stillness to be broken by the sound echoing from the sky above. It was reminiscent of ice cracking on the surface of a lake. The scenery that lay before me was like something out of a dream. Even then, after everything I've been through, I had a tough time believing it was real. What's happening? Huh? Then there was another sound, directly in front of me. I best describe it as a massive metal collapsed into the ground. I turned my head down slightly and saw what it looked like a piece of limestone with an eerie white glow. This was, I knew, the crystallization power of the final crystal. It's the last crystal! Crown. I picked it up and almost immediately Mitsuto tossed the stone he had taken from Marguerite over to me. Ayumi, take all the crystals you've gathered. That's a fine green after all this time. Formalities are meaningless. Take the crystals and put them all together. Damn it. There was too much at stake for me to dwell on this. Begrudgingly, as instructed, I took the other crystals out of my pocket and fit them all together into a single object. They snapped into place snugly and, with one final bright light, fused inseparably. The result was a more or less round crystal with a black sheen reminiscent of a hemate. This, I would learn, was called a Kabbalah dagger, and it was now complete. Wow! So with this, Sachi can be defeated and all my friends resurrected! Nicely done. Mitsuto flashed me a wide smile, but then... Ayumi! Hey, you're alive! How did you survive getting set on fire? Aiko, you're alright! Ayumi, listen, I need to apologize to you. Her clothes have been burned in several spots. The skin underneath now black with ash and red with blood. She looks pretty fine to me. Where the hell am I? The nurse's office. Thank goodness. I wonder if there's anything I can use to treat burns. What Sachi burned me with was a spirit fire, so water's no good. Foxy's spirit fire isn't acceptable to talismans, and I had plenty of those on me. That has to be what saved me. But my skin is pretty scorched. I needed to disinfect it at least. Disinfect. I leaned against the wall and smirked in spite of myself. Am I actually trying to survive in here? I have no way home anymore. So what's the point in trying to live any longer than I have to? The invincible intelligence agent, huh? What a joke. I literally just walked right in without a care in the world. And now look at me, burned to a crisp. I let myself slide down the wall until I was sitting, and then I stared out the window, defeated and alone. Sis, what did I say to her when I left? See you in half a year? Now, I don't even know when I'll see her again. No, that's not true. I won't see her ever again. Ever again. I look down the floor and breathe a deep sigh. My faith lies in the school, huh? Alongside Naho, Sayaka, and Hawayuki. There's just no finding it. I brought this on myself. I stood up and placed my hand on the infirmary door. Though I'm gonna continue fighting it anyway, until my final breath. So I guess I'm trying to survive in here. Even if it's just for one moment longer. And when I opened the door, what I saw chilled me to my core. Hey, we're in our office now! This was not a school infirmary. This was the clank from the Yoshi's home. What's going on? This isn't Heavenly Host. There was a person sitting on the desk. Her face wasn't visible from the back, but her identity seemed clear. There's no doubt about it. This was in the document I gave to Makiri Mitsuki. It's the clank from Yoshi Shinozaki's estate. So that must be Yoshi herself. The nurse was writing something in, presumably a journal, and she was focused on this task that she remained oblivious of everything else around her. Or at least, she seemed oblivious if she did not notice me. She didn't care, she just kept on writing. I was a fool. Right now, since Sachiko swallowed the Nirvana, things are peaceful, but who knows how long that will last. What's going to happen if Sachiko's life ends? I've analyzed the anagrams and determined that all the spells written in this book are nothing more than theories. Not one of them has ever been properly tested. There are no success rates. There's no data of any kind. So why was I naive enough to attempt something so foolish? I devoted everything I have, my blood, my soul, to an end that was destined never to succeed in the first place. Wow, that's harsh. Destined never to succeed? I'm afraid so. You've been striving towards a hopeless ideal this whole time. And Yoshi Shinozaki herself said all this. That can't be right. You told me I could bring them all back. If I can't, then what was the point? I began to shudder. My voice was going hoarse. I had made the same mistake twice. Have I made the same mistake twice? Gone after a way to undo things, only to make things far, far worse? Aiko could see how much this revelation was affecting me, and bit her lip. She seemed like she finally succumbed to her own consciousness. It's the same for me. Honestly, I was half in the doubt the whole time. Oh, I guess it would have been more accurate to say I never actually believed you'd be able to do it. I'm sorry, I led you here to achieve my own goals. I just wanted to see my missing friends. I wanted to hear their voices just one last time. They both wanted to do the exact same thing, but yet they couldn't come to negotiation and talk about these like human beings. This was like a new Aiko, bearing it all, as opposed to hardening her heart like she always had. She wanted friends, and she finally had some. Now all she wanted was to do was cherish them. Tears streamed down her cheek faster than she could react to them. She quickly gave up on wiping them away, electing instead to look down and hide her face in her hands. Aiko. What's gonna happen? Bravo. Before I even realized it, Mitsuto had snatched the Kabbalah dogma from my hand with calculated precision. What are you doing? Nice work. Bravo indeed. You... Humans can be brought back to life. The very notion is absurd. Is your pea brain really so full of flowers and rainbows that you actually believe you could cheat death? Mitsuto's condemnation and content seemed to have an even greater effect on Aiko than on me. Her face was racked with guilt and sadness. I was starting to share her expression. However, as the implication of his actions began to dawn on me, I fell backward into a sitting position on the ground. The book was always meant to destroy, not create. There's not a single page in it about true revival. If the book acknowledges you, it grants you great power. That's it. And you lost it! You truly are a worthless bitch. However, even garbage like you isn't completely useless. You were crucial to my plan. You should thank your lucky stars for that. This is the crystallization of the wisdom possessed by the witches. It's everything from inside that book you so carelessly lost, Ayumi. Everything. And with it. Oh god, he's got that book again. I can create a new Book of Shadows! Mitsuto inserted the Nirvana's crystal into the depression in his book. The skin is nothing more than a case, using the manuscript left behind by my grandfather. Did it just boot up like a computer? A sharp tone rang out, and the entire area was quickly bathed in a contrary light, black as night, yet bright as the noonday sun. Yes, yes, yes! Alas, Nirvana! It's separate! It's spreading! What is that? Isn't it obvious? Take a look! Isn't it spectacular? He's combining both realms. The sky had what looked like a giant gunshot in it, with spiderweb cracks projecting outward from it, and the gunshot was now growing into a full-on gaping hole. And inside the hole, an upside-down view of the real world was clearly visible. Shit. It was nighttime, so everything was a little dark, but it was absolutely identifiably the world we knew. And in that world, a small black grain-like object began emanate from the floating orb, clustering like locusts and dancing across the sky. Miss Corn, look! Through the fissure in the sky, we could see nighttime scenery from the real world. What is that? Don't tell me where. This is a surprise. It seems this place is inside the black sphere we saw hanging over Tokyo. Does that mean Heavenly Host has already appeared in our own world? By all appearances, yes. It's rather terrifying prospect. If the wall that separates the real world and the ever after were to break, and the two should become one. I can't even imagine how this plane would manifest itself. What happened to Yuka? That shrine with the bell is fully lit now. Miss Kuro, Sadashi, Kishinewa, let's go! Yes, let's. Alright, come on, Yoshiki. Shinozaki, where the hell did you go, damn it? The new Book of Shadows. With it, I have attained the full power of the Nirvana. The power to surpass Sachi. Okay, so use it and stop her! Her curse is spreading across the whole world, right? So save everyone! That's the whole reason I gathered these crystals, isn't it? Fat chance. I don't give two shits about this world, or Sachi, or any of that. I just need you so I can make this book. So you would just use me after all? Yeah, fucking duh. I like this. Well, yeah, fucking duh, bitch. I was clenching my fist so hard that my scrawny arms were quivering. Try as I might to think of a response, there were just no words for this. All I could do was glare. Go ahead and hate me. You're too late to actually make any difference. You see that hole in the sky? What about it? It's the beginning of the end. The Nirvana has finally begun seeping into reality. The whole world will take a downturn now, falling prey to absolute chaos and death. Gonna be fun. Every single person on Earth will go stark raving mad. And it's all thanks to you, Ayumi Shinozaki. And your utter obliviousness has ensured that my wish will be fulfilled. In a way, I suppose that makes you a death goddess, doesn't it? The more tragic and deranged one ever to exist. He's beyond corrupt. With this, What are you trying to do here? Huh? Whoa. Get revenge, of course. Mitsuto slowly turned around, revealing a startlingly cold and expressionless face. Yet, even if his features had no depth, his eyes shone with an almost cartoonish malice. He had quite literally become an embodiment of pure evil. Whoa! Tower! From a spot in the real world that was clearly visible to us through this fissure in the sky, a large black monolith-like pillar suddenly sprouted out of the ground. What does that mean? Nirvana's power as lust couldn't be sated by this dimension alone, so it seems it's begun spreading there as well. That, my friend, is the entity wall. Come on, Nirvana, that all you got? You can do better than that, and you will. Because guess who's in control of you? That's right, I am. He pounded the book just like that. Another entity wall formed. This time it spawned beneath a freeway, puncturing and utterly destroying it, scattering countless cars and bikes every which way as they were toys. No! What? Ignorant fools. I'll show you my vision of justice. Your girl will never die. Stop, please! Ayumi. I wasn't asked for believing in you. You certainly were. I was keeping track of you through that August cube the whole time. You were like a lower puppet, doing my bidding without even knowing it. The only beings capable of crystallizing the power of the Nirvana are the inheritors of the Shinozaki bloodline, you see. So I had no choice but to let you do the dirty work in my stead. To think it will go this smoothly. Though, it took almost no effort to link the Nirvana and the real world. You liar! You double-crosser! You traitor! You told me I could bring them all back! Whining like a baby can't save you now. The new grimoire will be perfect, and you won't have to worry your pretty little head about it anymore, because I will be releasing you from your duties as Shinozaki, understand? This book controls the full power of the Nirvana, and the inheritor of the Book of Shadows. Considerable power isn't going to be multiple as two. No, will it be the Shinozaki language? It will be me. I don't care who inherits it, as long as it's not a sick freak like you. Just give me the book. Think about what you're doing would make my Just give me the book. Think about what you're doing would make my sister feel. Are you a fucking idiot? Nothing I do is gonna make some dead bitch feel a damn thing. Dead bitch? Don't tell me everything you said about Hino was a lie too. Misto flaked slightly. It seemed to have struck a nerve, though how deeply that nerve ran I couldn't say. He recovered quickly, but still. Yeah. Jesus. What of it? All you need to know is your sister was a dumbass, throwing everything away that she worked for, and even sacrificing her own life to save the likes of you. My tear glands twitched in pain. Every negative emotion came flooding through me at once. I wanted to pounce on this man. I wanted to wring his neck. I wanted him to die. Your usefulness has come to an end for me. Thanks to you, the end of the world is closer than ever. All that's left for you is to repent your sins and perish. Is it really all my fault again? All those deaths were on me. All the suffering, the pain, the fear. It was all caused by me. I'll take mercy on you, though, and send you to meet your sister right now. Prepare to die! Ayumi! Shinozaki, run! Kishinuma! Seriously, fucking phone. Stupid phone went off. Seriously, go! This guy's lost it! You dare speak ill of me? I know that peasant face of yours. Who were you again? Kishinuma, stop! It's too dangerous! Yeah, I know. Just get away from him! But he's probably right. It's my own reckless behavior that caused all this to happen. It's because I don't think before I act. Well, no fucking duh. That's a problem with you anyway. Suzumo, Miss Yui, Morishik, Shinohara, even my sister. It's all my fault. All my fault. I wish I'd never been born. It's Shichiko! I tried to scream all those words, but my voice was so hoarse that they came out almost as a squeak. I crouched down and buried my face in my hands, and at this point, and in doing so, I failed to notice the sudden appearance of none other than Sachiko, red dress and all. Shinozaki, no! This isn't your fault! You're not responsible! You just wanted everyone to be happy! You want to see your friends live well! And who the hell can possibly find fault with that? Being tricked isn't your fault! It's the fault of the person who tricked you! So get this through your thick skull! You did nothing wrong! You're not to blame! Kishinuma! Yoshiki! Class rep! Shinozaki! Sis? Mochida, you're here, but why? Mitsuto ceased trying to wrestle with Kishinuma, instead making a grand sweeping motion with his hand. No, not cool! Kishinuma! Huh. Bastard needs to learn when to quit. I felt like I was covered in a thick film of snot and tears by this point, but I put on the most intimidating face I could manage and tried to stare Mitsuto down. He stopped and stared back, though it certainly wasn't due to intimidation. Hinoi, you failed. You've left nothing of value behind in this world. Stop! What the hell is your problem? You're Saishi Mochida. In that moment, the entire space shook violently, moving every which way beneath our feet. As this occurred, a massive virtual indescribable object floated into existence behind us. How marvelous! It's a certain pillar, the Sephiroth of knowledge. I made this happen with the power of the Book of Shadows. What in the world? Look! It's over, Ayumi. With the destructive pillar, it won't just be a simple fissure anymore. The wall between all worlds will break down and reality will fuse with the Nirvana. What's happened to your stomach? There was a light emanating from my stomach, but as soon as I caught a glimpse of it, it disappeared. An illusion? Nice try! Now let's get ready to bring down the wall, shall we? Heavenly hosts will crumble too, you know. But you'll make a fine sacrifice, Ayumi. As will you, Kuonawa. You know me? Of course, you're that famous prodigy. The human race standards across the board for medicine, occult studies, and technology. Mochida, Nakashima, and Kishinuma all turned their heads at once to look at Kuon's jaw slightly agap. The three of them had no knowledge of any of this, so all they could do was just stare in disbelief. Unfortunately, due to your immense talents, your parents and sister alike have been inadvertently corrupted. And look how well that's worked out for them. No, that's not true! Now then, I'm a bit bothered that I couldn't locate the Nirvana's core, but no matter. Once the school's been turned to rubble, I'll have all the time in the world to find it. And then the new Book of Shadows will be complete. What happened to Yuka? Miss Kuon looked down at her ever after stones, but the spirit meter she attached to them still wasn't showing a full charge. No good. The grimoire is now growling. Very good. Very nice, good boy. Why is Sachiko still standing there? What do I do? I hastened for a moment, torn as to whether I should try to stop Mitsuto and prioritize lending a hand to. Oh my god, that's not cool! I can't let that happen! I will stop you! Huh? The fuck was that? Stop! You have to stop this! That was the cry I ever heard from Aiko. Please don't kill her! This has nothing to do with this! How pathetic! Just as Miss Kuno screamed, a giant hellish beast spawned. Right before our eyes, on the front of it was an enormous mouth. It made a beeline straight for Aiko and passed right through her body. Ah! Something not unlike the black smoke coiled around it. For a moment, it roared like a dinosaur, twisted its body to and fro, and then flew over the guardrail and exited the scene. The only thing it left behind was Aiko's body without a head. Oh! Oh my god! She remained upright for a split second, then tumbled lifelessly over the railing and into the pit. I... God damn it! To bits with you, Heavenly Host Elementary! As if on cue, the entire school began to shake violently. So violent that not a single one of us could keep our balance. Ayumi! This was well beyond any other earthquake we've ever experienced at Heavenly Host to date. The shaking eventually died down, but things looked a lot different when it did. The sky above us was now blood red, with certain sections here and there bursted in black flames. And on that note, farewell, my guinea pigs. How could this happen? Miss Korn! Nirvana, this school is going to collapse. Miss Korn, is there some way back? My ever after stones aren't fully charged yet. It will be several hours yet until they are. No! I was slumped over, crying my eyes out as this conversation unfolded. Miss Korn looked over at me, however, and saw something else. A girl in a red dress standing directly behind me. Sachiko. Finally, we're gonna acknowledge that? You may not yet be able to save yourself. You may be... What? Sachiko Shinozaki has possessed you. You should listen to what she has to say. No! I objected strongly, for obvious reasons, but I knew she was right, at least about the possession. I could sense Sachiko behind me. I could see her now, too, but everyone else present, Miss Kun was the only one who could. No! Miss Kun! I'm staying with you all! Well, I don't mean to be blunt, but if those tears of yours are true, and you do feel some sense of responsibility for what's happened here, then the only way you can atone is to live on and watch over the future of this world and protect this. If you choose death, even when there's a chance to live, then you're simply giving up. You're running away. No. We don't have time to argue. Go. No! Aww. I was absolutely inconsolable. But Miss Kuron just smiled. She stood behind me and patted Sachiko on the head. Sachiko, responsible for so much pain and torment, who now looked for all the world like a pure innocent little girl. Reacting to this new stimulus, Sachiko closed one eye and turned her head towards Miss Kuron. A satisfied expression on her face. Please. I'm responsible for so much pain and loss of life, yet only I get to be saved? I had no conscience desire to go along with this. Yet it seemed I was. Whether I liked it or not, everything around me began glowing white, and my body was lifting off the ground. Be strong. She really was so much like Miss Yui. Below me, I could see Mochida, Shield, and Nakashima from the fallen debris while staring at my rapidly ascending body. Kishinuma, who'd stood back up by now, and was watching me as well. No! Mochida! Nakashima! It's gone! What, no Kishinuma? In an instant, the turbulent fates of Mochida, Nakashima, Kishinuma, and Miss Kuon all came to a close, as all four of them were distinctly and unmistakably crushed before my eyes. What?! No! My vision wrapped, my memories jumbled. No! And then there was just the sky that hung above the real world, above our world. The black orb was there, and it was swelling up bigger and bigger, almost like a fetus rapidly gasulating to term. It quickly grew too big to be contained and burst open. Strands of black energy shot out in all directions, and the entirety of the night sky was dyed an eerie reddish black. The Nirvana had now broken free of its bonds, and it wasted no time pulling the real world into its embrace. No! No! They can't be dead! No! This can't be happening.